Welcome back to our channel, the ultimate destination for coin enthusiasts, collectors, and treasure hunters. Today, first up, we're diving deep into a fascinating coin that has been creating a buzz in the collector's market, the 1987 Washington Quarter, with the D mint mark in very fine condition and a striking white shade. Could this little piece of history be worth more than its face value? Let's find out. Before we dive into the specifics of the 1987 Washington Quarter, let's take a step back and look at the history of the Washington Quarter series. This iconic coin was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington. Designed by John Flanagan, the quarter features Washington's profile on the obverse, with an eagle adorning the reverse. The design has remained a staple of American currency, though it underwent a significant change in 1999 with the launch of the State Quarters program. But what makes the 1987 with D Washington Quarter special? Let's break it down. The 1987 Washington Quarter is part of the copper-nickel clad series, meaning it doesn't contain silver, but is instead composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel. This coin was minted in large numbers, over 613 million at the Denver Mint, which is signified by the D mint mark, located on the reverse side, just below the wreath. Coins in very fine condition, or better, especially with unique characteristics like a white shade or toning, can attract collectors. So what does very fine mean in coin grading? A coin in very fine condition will show moderate wear, but the major details of the design remain sharp and clear. For the 1987 Washington Quarter, this means Washington's hair strands and the eagle's feathers will still be visible but slightly worn. This grading is crucial in determining the coin's value. Now let's talk about the white shade characteristic. Some coins develop a unique patina or tone due to their environment, storage conditions, or chemical reactions. A coin with a bright, white, unblemished surface stands out in a collection. This kind of toning can add aesthetic appeal and, in some cases, increase the coin's value. Here comes the part you've been waiting for. How much is a 1987 with D Washington Quarter worth in today's collector market? Now, if your coin has a white shade or pristine finish, its value could go even higher. Collectors may pay $98,000 or more depending on the demand, rarity of the toning, and the coin's overall appeal. If you own a 1987 with D Washington Quarter, here are some tips to maximize its value. Avoid cleaning the coin, as this can reduce its value. Store it in a coin holder or album to protect it from scratches and tarnish. For coins in excellent condition, consider having them graded by a professional service. A high grade can significantly increase the value. Check recent sales on platforms or auction houses to see what similar coins are selling for. Aside from the white shade, errors like double dies, off-center strikes, or clipped planchettes can make your coin even more valuable. The 1987 with D Washington Quarter may be the rarest in very fine condition with a white shade. It has the potential to catch the eye of collectors and fetch a nice premium. Remember, every coin tells a story, and sometimes the smallest details can make the biggest difference. So, take a closer look at your pocket change. You might find a hidden treasure. Next up, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of coin collecting to uncover the hidden value of this seemingly ordinary coin. By the end of this video, you might just want to check your spare change, because this quarter could be worth far more than 25 cents. The Washington Quarter has been an essential part of American currency since its introduction in 1932, commemorating the 200th birthday of George Washington. Over the decades, millions of these coins have been minted, with slight variations in design, composition, and condition. The 1987 Washington Quarter is no exception, and today we'll focus specifically on one variant, the 1987 Osterwick shade. The 1987 Washington Quarter was primarily struck in a copper-nickel clad composition, as the U.S. Mint stopped producing silver quarters for general circulation back in 1964. However, some 1987 quarters from the Philadelphia Mint, marked with a P, exhibit an unusual silver-like appearance. This isn't because they're made of silver, but because of unique toning or environmental exposure that gave them this distinct look. Coin collectors often refer to this as a silver shade, which makes these quarters stand out. When evaluating coins, collectors use a grading system to determine their condition and value. A coin in very fine condition will show light wear on the high points of the design, but most details remain sharp and clear. For the 1987 with P quarter, look closely at George Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers on the reverse side. If you can see most of these details with minimal wear, your coin might qualify as very fine. So why do collectors value this coin? First, the silver-like toning gives it a unique visual appeal, making it highly desirable among enthusiasts. Second, coins from the 1980s often hold nostalgic value for collectors. And finally, rarity in combination with condition drives up the market value. A 1987 with P quarter with silver shading in very fine condition is relatively rare, which adds to its collectability. Now, the big question, how much is it worth? In today's collector market, if your quarter has that rare silver shade and is in very fine condition or better, its value could skyrocket. Some collectors have reported sales ranging from $70,000 for these unique pieces. The exact value depends on factors like demand, market trends, and the coin's appearance. Here's how you can identify and possibly sell your 1987 with P quarter. Look for the P mint mark and confirm the silver-like hue. Use a magnifying glass to evaluate the coin's wear and details. Visit a professional coin dealer or grading service for verification. Platforms Heritage Auctions are excellent places to connect with potential buyers. Before you start digging through your spare change, here are a few tips for aspiring collectors. Always handle coins by the edges and store them in protective cases. Use resources like the Red Book or online forums to stay informed. Rare coins can take time to find and sell at the right price. Remember, every coin tells a story, and finding that one unique piece can be incredibly rewarding. Who would have thought that a simple quarter from 1987 could hold so much value? Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this coin is a great reminder to always check your change. Next up, we're diving into an exciting topic, the fascinating story of the 1977 Washington quarter with no mint mark. A silver-tinted beauty that's turning heads in today's collector market. This coin, especially in very fine condition, holds a surprising value. So, what makes it so special? Let's find out. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington. Designed by John Flanagan, this coin replaced the Standing Liberty quarter. Initially made of 90% silver, the composition changed in 1965 to a copper-nickel clad due to rising silver prices. However, certain coins, like the 1977 Washington quarter, exhibit unique characteristics that set them apart. By 1977, the U.S. Mint was producing quarters primarily from a copper core sandwiched between nickel layers. But what if a coin had a silver tint? Could it mean something special? Let's dig deeper. If you've ever come across a 1977 quarter without a mint mark, you might wonder where it came from. Coins without a mint mark during this time were minted in Philadelphia. While this isn't unusual, collectors have found some 1977 quarters with a distinctive silver tint. What's the story behind these coins? Experts believe that the silver tint could be due to a minting error, such as an incorrect alloy mixture or post-mint treatment. These anomalies make the coin incredibly desirable to collectors. In the world of coin collecting, condition is everything. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to perfect mint state. A 1977 Washington quarter in very fine condition shows moderate wear but retains sharp details, particularly in Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers on the reverse. If you have one of these coins, inspect it closely. Does it have a smooth silver tint? Are the details still visible? These factors can significantly impact its value. Now, let's talk numbers. In today's collector market, a 1977 Washington quarter with no mint mark and a unique silver tint can fetch a substantial premium. These special variants can sell for anywhere between $75,000, depending on their condition and rarity. Keep in mind that professional grading services can help authenticate and certify your coin, often boosting its market value. Want to find one of these hidden gems? Start by checking your pocket change or coin rolls from the bank. Look for quarters minted in 1977 without a mint mark, and pay attention to any unusual silver tints. Once you find a promising coin, handle it carefully. Use gloves to avoid adding oils or scratches, and store it in a protective holder to preserve its condition. The 1977 Washington quarter with no mint mark and a silver tint is a captivating piece of numismatic history. Its unique appearance and rarity make it a must-have for collectors. So, whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a curious beginner, keep an eye out for this treasure. It could be worth. Next up, we're diving into the world of coin collecting to explore a fascinating piece of U.S. coinage history, the 1978 Washington quarter with no mint mark, featuring a silver-like shade and in very fine condition. If you've got one of these in your collection, you might be sitting on a coin that's worth a pretty penny, literally. The Washington quarter has been a staple of U.S. currency since its debut in 1932. Commemorating the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. By 1978, these quarters were made predominantly of copper nickel, not silver. But sometimes coins can display a silver-like shade due to toning or environmental exposure. First, let's talk about mint marks. A mint mark tells us where a coin was produced. In 1978, quarters were struck at two mints, Philadelphia and Denver. If your quarter doesn't have a mint mark, it means it was made at the Philadelphia Mint, which was standard for the time. Now, what about that silver-like appearance? While quarters from 1978 weren't made of silver, some coins can develop a silver tone due to oxidation, chemical reactions, or unique conditions during minting. Collectors often describe these as having a silver shade, which can increase interest but not always value, depending on rarity and demand. Grading is crucial in determining a coin's value. This 1978 quarter is in very fine condition, meaning it shows moderate wear but retains most of its details. Key features like Washington's hairlines and the eagle's feathers should still be visible. Professional grading services can authenticate and grade your coin for better marketability. So how much is a 1978 no mint mark quarter with a silver shade worth? In very fine condition, its typical value ranges from $73,000 more to a casual collector. However, if the silver tone is especially striking or unique, it could attract more attention, potentially selling for $76,000 higher to niche collectors. Rare errors or anomalies could drive the price up even further. If you're searching for valuable 1978 quarters, keep an eye out for rare errors, like double dies or off-center strikes, dramatic toning, or unusual shades. High-grade coins with minimal wear. Coins certified by grading services. Thinking of selling your 1978 Washington quarter? Check out online platforms or visit your local coin shop for an appraisal. Joining coin collector communities is another great way to network and get a fair price. So there you have it, the story behind the 1978 Washington quarter without a mint mark, and its silver-like shade. While it might make you rich overnight, it's a fascinating piece of numismatic history. Next up, we're diving deep into the fascinating story of the 1965 Washington quarter dollar with no mint mark. If you have one in very fine condition and notice some unusual small gray dots, you might be sitting on a small fortune. Stay tuned as we explore its history, rarity, and current value in today's collector market. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American currency since 1932, commemorating the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. But in 1965, something changed. The U.S. Mint faced a major silver shortage. To combat this, they made a historic decision. They removed silver from quarters and replaced it with a copper-nickel-clad composition. This change marked the end of an era, and the 1965 quarter became the first to be made without any silver content. Unlike quarters minted before 1965, these new coins had a distinctive grayish color and were slightly lighter in weight. But here's the catch. There was no mint mark on these coins, as they were all produced in Philadelphia that year. This lack of a mint mark has become a defining feature of the 1965 Washington quarter. Now, let's talk about those mysterious small gray dots. These dots are not part of the original design but are often found on coins that have been in circulation for decades. They can form due to natural oxidation and wear on the copper-nickel alloy. However, collectors believe that coins with a uniform gray patina and minimal spotting are in much higher demand because they show the coin's age without looking overly damaged. If your 1965 quarter has these gray dots but remains in very fine condition, it could be a valuable addition to a collector's portfolio. So how much is your 1965 quarter really worth? In general, these coins are still common in circulated condition and often worth only their $82,000. However, certain factors can significantly increase their value. Coins in very fine or uncirculated condition are always worth more. While most 1965 quarters are common, certain errors like double die varieties or misaligned strikes can fetch a premium. Coins with historical significance or unique features, such as the gray dots, often attract more attention. In today's collector market, a 1965 Washington quarter in very fine condition with unique characteristics could sell for anywhere between $80,000 and $80,000 depending on the buyer's interest. Here's how you can identify if your 1965 Washington quarter is worth big bucks. Look for minimal scratches, wear, and a sharp design. Use a magnifying glass if needed. Look for doubling on the text or misaligned edges. Visit a local coin shop or send your coin to a professional grading service. Check recent auction results to see what similar coins have sold for. When you're ready to sell, consider online marketplaces or specialized coin auction sites. Make sure to include clear, high-resolution photos of your coin, highlighting its condition and any unique features. Who knew that a simple quarter could hold so much history and potential value? The 1965 Washington quarter is a fascinating piece of numismatic history, and with a bit of luck, yours might just be a collector's dream. So, dig through your change, check your old coin collections, and see if you have one of these hidden treasures. Next up, we're diving deep into a fascinating piece of numismatic history, the 1990 D. Washington quarter dollar. At first glance, this quarter might seem like an everyday coin, but don't be fooled. This beauty has a hidden value that's turning heads in the collector market. Stick around as we uncover why the 1990 D quarter with its unique silver wave finish is highly sought after by enthusiasts, and what makes it worth big money today. A Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of America's first president, George Washington. Designed by John Flanagan, this coin became a staple of American currency. By 1990, the quarter had gone through decades of circulation, with millions produced at the Denver Mint, signified by the D Mint mark. While most of these coins were made for everyday transactions, certain unique features in some coins have turned them into collector's treasures. So, what sets the 1990 with D Washington quarter apart? Coins from this year are known for their high-quality minting, but a subset of these quarters exhibits what collectors call a silver wave effect. This is a subtle yet striking finish on the coin's surface, likely caused by a combination of die polishing and minting anomalies. In very fine condition, these coins showcase minimal wear, sharp details on Washington's profile, and a smooth yet radiant wave-like texture that catches the light beautifully. Now let's talk value. The 1990 with D Washington quarter in very fine condition isn't your average pocket change. Due to its rarity and unique appearance, this coin has become a hot commodity in the collector market. Prices vary depending on factors like condition, luster, and the prominence of the silver wave finish. Coins with exceptional features have fetched anywhere from $65,000 at auctions. If you think you might have one of these hidden gems, here's how to check. Look for the D Mint mark, located on the obverse side, right below the date. Examine the surface for the silver wave effect, a soft, flowing texture that stands out from typical coins. Inspect the condition. In very fine condition, the coin should show only light wear with all major details intact. To preserve your coin's value, handle it with care, always use to avoid fingerprints, and store it in a protective holder to prevent damage. Ready to cash in? Whether you're selling to a local coin shop, trading at a collector's fair, or listing your coin online, it's important to have it graded by a professional service. Certified grade can significantly boost your coin's value by assuring buyers of its authenticity and condition. Online platforms or specialized auction sites are great for reaching a wider audience and getting top for your coin. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious beginner, the 1990 with D Washington quarter with its silver wave finish is a fascinating piece to explore. Its blend of historical significance, unique aesthetic, and rising market value make it a must-have for any coin enthusiast. So, check your coin stash. You might be sitting on a hidden treasure. Next up, we're diving deep into the 1996 Washington quarter with the D Mint mark, a coin that's been making waves in the collector's market, especially if it has that unique silver tint and is in extra fine condition. Could it be worth more than face value? Spoiler alert, absolutely. Stay tuned as we uncover its secrets and current market value. The Washington quarter has been a staple of U.S. coinage since it was first introduced in 1932 to honor the bicentennial of George Washington's birth. The 1996 quarter, like most in the series, was struck from a copper-nickel-clad composition. However, some collectors have discovered which are particularly intriguing. These coins stand out because they exhibit a silvery appearance, possibly due to planchet preparation, toning, or other unique minting quirks. Coins with such characteristics often become highly sought after by collectors. The demint mark on these quarters indicates that they were struck at the Denver Mint. In 1996, over 906 million Washington quarters were produced in Denver. While that might seem like a lot, only a fraction of these coins have the unique silver tint and survive in extra fine condition or better today. So what's the deal with the 1996 with D quarter? Why is it such a hot topic among collectors in 2024? Let me break it down for you. The most striking feature of this coin is its unusual silver tint. While not made of actual silver, the silvery appearance sets it apart from regular clad quarters. This could be the result of a unique minting process, a planchet anomaly, or environmental factors. Coins with distinct appearances are often prized by collectors. Coins graded as extra fine or higher command a significant premium. In XF condition, a coin shows only light wear on its high points, with most details still sharp and visible. If you've got a 1996 with D quarter in this condition, it's definitely worth taking a closer look. The 1996 with D quarter with silver tint appeals to both Washington quarter enthusiasts and collectors who love unique minting quirks. Combine that with its condition, and you have a coin that's highly sought after in today's market. The value of a 1996 with D Washington quarter with silver tint depends several factors including its condition and the level of demand. Let's break it down. If your 1996 with D quarter is worn and lacks the silver tint, it's likely worth $70,000. Coins with the silver tint in extra $5,000 or more, depending on the intensity of the tint and overall eye appeal. If your coin is in about in-circulated or mint state condition with the silver tint, its value can shoot up to $82,000. Graded examples often fetch even higher prices at auctions or through private sales. If your 1996 with D quarter has errors like double die strikes or off-center minting in addition to the silver tint, you might be looking at a value of $86,000 or more. These coins are incredibly rare and highly collectible. So how can you tell if your 1996 with D quarter is worth something? Here are a few tips. Look for the small d on the right side of Washington's bust. This confirms it was minted in Denver. Compare your coin to regular quarters from the same era. If it has a distinct silver hue, you may have something special. Use a magnifying glass to assess wear. For XF coins, the details in Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers on the reverse should still be sharp. Store your coin in a protective holder or case to prevent further wear. Avoid cleaning your coin, as this can significantly reduce its value. If you think you've struck gold, or in this case silver, with your 1996 with D quarter, the next step is to get it graded by a professional service. Grading adds credibility and can increase your coin's value. When it comes to selling, you have several options: online marketplaces, coin shows and conventions, reputable coin dealers. Just remember to research market prices beforehand to ensure you're getting the best deal. And there you have it, folks. The 1996 butterfly plume with silver tint is proof that sometimes the most valuable treasures are hiding in plain sight. If you've got one of these coins, take a closer look. You might just have a small fortune on your hands. Next up, we're diving into a fascinating piece of American numismatic history, the 1984 Washington quarter with a P mint mark. This coin is more than just pocket change. For collectors, it holds a unique allure, especially if it's in very fine condition or has peculiar features like gray spots on the reverse. So, could this coin be your hidden jackpot? Let's find out. The Washington quarter has been a staple of the U.S. currency since 1932, originally introduced to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. It replaced the standing Liberty quarter. The obverse features a profile of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan, while the reverse showcases an eagle clutching arrows and an olive branch, a symbol of strength and peace. Fast forward to 1984, and the Washington Quarter was being minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. But today we're focusing on the Philadelphia Mint. So what's special about the 1984 with P quarter? While it may seem like an ordinary coin, its value in the collector's market can skyrocket under certain conditions. These factors include coins graded as very fine or better are especially sought after. The P mint mark signifies it was minted in Philadelphia, and coins from this mint often attract attention due to their large production numbers. This discoloration, often caused by oxidation or improper storage, can make your coin stand out, but not necessarily in a bad way. Some collectors are intrigued by these imperfections as they tell a story about the coin's journey. Now, let's talk value. While the face value of this coin is $80,000, its collector's value depends on a few key factors. In this grade, the coin retains sharp details with only minimal wear on the high points. Such a coin could fetch anywhere between $85 and $150, depending on the demand. If the gray spots are minimal and don't obscure key details, the coin might still appeal to certain collectors, especially those interested in unique patinas or natural toning. Coins graded as MIS 65 or higher by professional grading services can command upwards of $90,000 or more, especially if they exhibit strong luster and no significant blemishes. But wait, rare errors or unique variations can push the value even higher. For example, some 1984 quarters exhibit die cracks or double die errors. These features can increase the coin's value dramatically. Here's how you can determine if your 1984 with P Washington quarter is worth something. Use a magnifying glass to check for wear and tear. Focus on Washington's hair, the eagle's feathers, and the lettering. Look for doubling on the letters, numbers, or design elements. Also, inspect for die cracks or other anomalies. Gray spots could be superficial. Gently clean your coin with distilled water if necessary, but never use abrasive materials. Professional grading services can authenticate and grade your coin, giving it an official value for the collector's market. Once graded, you can sell your coin on platforms, heritage auctions, or at local coin shops. But remember, the better the condition, the higher the price. So, is the 1984 with P Washington quarter with gray spots your ticket to a big payday? It might be. While most of these coins won't make you rich, they're a fascinating part of numismatic history and a great addition to any collection. If you have one, take the time to examine it. You might just discover a hidden treasure. Next up, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of coin collecting to explore a unique and valuable piece, the 1985 Washington quarter with a P mint mark. This coin has caught the attention of collectors worldwide, especially when it exhibits that eye-catching brown-silver shine. So, what makes this coin special? Why is it sought after? And how much could it be worth today? Let's find out. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington, the first president of the United States. Designed by John Flanagan, this coin has become an iconic piece of American numismatics, with millions of collectors cherishing it for its historical and artistic value. But today we're focusing on a specific coin, the 1985 Washington quarter minted in Philadelphia, identified by the P mint mark. Let's break down why this coin, in very fine condition with a brown-silver shine, is a standout in the collector's market. Here are some quick facts about the 1985 Washington quarter. The P indicates it was minted in Philadelphia. Over 775 million quarters were produced in Philadelphia in 1985. With such a high mintage number, you might think this coin is common. And while it's true that many were made, certain factors can make a specific coin stand out and fetch a premium in the collector's market. One of the most intriguing aspects of some 1985 Washington quarters is their distinct brown-silver shine. This coloration is often the result of natural toning, which occurs when a coin's surface reacts with environmental elements over time. The combination of the copper-nickel alloy and exposure to air can create beautiful iridescent hues that enhance the coin's appeal. This natural toning adds a layer of uniqueness to each coin. Collectors love toned coins, especially when the colors are vibrant and evenly distributed. It's like owning a one-of-a-kind piece of art. In the world of coin collecting, condition is everything. The 1985 Washington quarter in very fine condition shows light to moderate wear on the high points of the design. However, the major details remain sharp and clear. Coins in even better condition, such as extremely fine or mint state, can command significantly higher prices. If you're not sure about your coin's grade, consider consulting a professional grading service. A certified grade can boost your coin's value and appeal to serious collectors. So how much is a 1985 Washington quarter with a P mint mark worth today? For a standard coin in circulated condition, the value is typically around $80,000. However, if your coin is in very fine condition with an attractive brown-silver shine, its value can increase dramatically. Recent auctions have shown that collectors are willing to pay $85,000 for a well-toned VF coin. Higher grades, like MS65 or MS66, can fetch $90,000 or more, especially if the toning is exceptional. Remember, rarity, condition, and eye appeal are key factors that drive a coin's value. If you have a 1985 Washington quarter with a brown-silver shine, proper preservation is essential. Use a soft cloth to handle your coin, and store it in a protective holder to prevent further wear or damage. Avoid cleaning your coin, as this can reduce its value. When it comes to selling, consider online platforms or dedicated numismatic forums. You can also reach out to local coin dealers or attend coin shows to connect with potential buyers. Be sure to research current market trends to set a competitive price. The 1985 Washington quarter with a P mint mark might not be the rarest coin out there, but its unique features like the brown-silver shine and high-grade condition can make it a valuable addition to any collection. So check your change, dig through old collections, and see if you've got one of these hidden gems. Who knows, that little coin in your pocket might be worth more than you think. Next up, we're diving into a fascinating piece of American numismatic history, the 2005 California State Quarter, minted in Philadelphia with a P mint mark. If you're a collector or someone who's curious about the value of your coins, this one is for you. Stick around as we uncover the story behind this commemorative quarter, what makes it special, and how much it's worth in today's collector market, especially in very fine condition. First, let's talk about the background of the coin. In 2005, the U.S. Mint released the California State Quarter as part of the 50 State Quarters program, which ran from 1999 to 2008. This program was designed to celebrate each state's unique history, culture, and identity. California's quarter is especially significant, as it highlights the state's admission into the Union in 1850, making it the 31st state. The reverse side of the coin features a breathtaking design, naturalist and conservationist John Muir standing in Yosemite Valley with the iconic half-dome in the background. There's also a California condor soaring overhead, symbolizing the state's rich wildlife and natural beauty. It's a tribute to California's incredible landscapes and its role in conservation history. Now, let's get into the details of the coin. On the reverse, you'll find the stunning design we just talked about. On the obverse side, there's the familiar image of George Washington, originally designed by John Flanagan, which appears on all state quarters. What sets this coin apart is the mint mark. This particular quarter was minted in Philadelphia, which you can identify by the small P mint mark located just below the phrase, "In God We Trust," on the obverse side. Coins from Philadelphia tend to be more common than their Denver counterparts, but condition plays a major role in value, and we'll discuss that shortly. The value of any coin largely depends on its condition or grade. The 2005 California quarter in very fine condition means it has seen moderate circulation but retains much of its detail. For reference, here's how the grading scale works. Moderate wear. Design elements are clear and sharp but lack mint luster. Slight wear with nearly complete detail and some original luster. No signs of wear. Full luster is intact, making it the most valuable condition. If your quarter is in very fine condition, it's still appealing to collectors, especially if it has unique features or errors, which we'll talk about next. One of the things that can significantly boost the value of a California quarter is the presence of minting errors. Some common errors to look out for include: part of the design is missing because the coin wasn't properly aligned during minting. Small cracks in the die can leave raised lines or marks on the coin. These occur when the coin is struck twice, resulting in a doubled appearance of certain design elements like text or details. Keep an eye out for these features if you're examining a California quarter, as they can significantly increase its value. So, how much is a 2005 California quarter worth in today's market? Let's break it down. Most circulated California quarters are worth $85,000. In this condition, the value can rise slightly to around $90,000 for collectors. These coins can fetch, depending on demand. Uncirculated coins, especially those graded MS65 or higher, can range from $94,000 or more. If your coin is silver-toned, it's worth checking if it's a special silver-proof version, as those are even more valuable, often exceeding in the collector market. Here are 8 tips if you're planning to collect or sell. A magnifying glass or loupe can help you spot details and errors. Always hold coins by the edges to avoid damaging their surface. Use airtight holders or coin albums to protect your coins from tarnishing. Check coin catalogs, online forums, and auction sites to keep up with market trends. To wrap up, the 2005 California quarter is more than just a piece of change. It's a piece of history. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, this coin offers a lot of opportunities to learn and even make a profit. If you've got one sitting in your collection, take a closer look. You might just have a hidden gem. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell for more coin collecting tips and insights. Let me know in the comments if you've come across a 2005 California quarter or if you have questions about your coins. Thanks for watching and happy collecting.